So we have been raising Sammy since 7 weeks of age in the Bill Hillmann method, according to his puppy video, fetch video, traffic cop videos. Here we're showing some indoor sessions because the weather has been bad, rainy and cold, and we're practicing. He's sit reinforcing with the leash. We've been reinforcing here with the leash, and we're working on hold, carrying the bumper, and the fetch command. Short little traffic cop. We're using a paint roller. He's only just had a 5-month birthday. First to practice with. We want success. We have started also reinforcing with the collar. Leash reinforcing has been started virtually at 7-8 weeks. There was a little short game, the fetch game. Every session begins with that and is interspersed as needed. That's how we build desire in these puppies and keep the attitude up. All right. He seems to be getting the picture and he seems to enjoy it. So now we're switching from the paint roller to a small knobby bumper. I'm using one without a rope because he tends to want to play with the rope and grab it. So we're eliminating some of that temptation. Sit, sit, fetch. Sit, reinforce sit, both with the rope on him and the collar. Makes eye contact, and then he gets to fetch. Fetch. We are just beginning to intersperse some fetch reinforcement with the collar. He doesn't even really know it's happening, but we're beginning to do it. Here I lay this against that rug, making it an easier, quick pickup for him. Again, to just sort of minimize his playing with the bumper as we're trying to get these good habits going. He drops it, so we do a fetch and then reinforce the hold with the hand under the chin. Good eye contact. Here we're at the stage of once he picks it up, not necessarily making him sit right away. Let him enjoy his hold. Very good, Sammy. Here, sit, here. Okay, here's a new day, maybe 2 days later. Still having very cold weather, so we're working indoors. It helps. You can always practice indoor, whether it's 95 degrees or 20 degrees. We're now working, we worked a little more on sit in the last day or two because you may have noticed his sit wasn't as crisp as we'd like, even for a 5-month-old. So now we're using only the knobby bumper, and we're working on obedience and reinforcement with the collar for sit, here, and fetch. Always sort of slowly going a step forward with demanding a little more compliance. We, in general, let him carry it and try not to, when we're first working on that hold, we don't necessarily make him sit. He's progressed now to where he is learning to hold it no matter what he's doing until we want to take it away. So this is the conditioning of fetch. With keeping a fantastic attitude, using the fetch game in the Bill Hillmann method. Occasionally, now he gets a little tap under the jaw to remind him. Traffic cop. Wait for the command. This is a big old puppy with a lazy sit, but he was sitting. Little here work. Should have had that rope a little shorter in my hand. Trying to get snappy, quick sits. These sessions, even outdoors, don't really last much more than 5 minutes. Then when it's nice weather and we're outdoors, we usually take a walk. There was a little tap under the jaw, just he had a sloppy hold just to remind him hold. Some fetch reinforcement. Game. Fetch game. Fetch. That's how the fetch reinforcement begins. Again, the fetch game. Deet, deet, and then fetch, nick, fetch. You only intersperse those when you are 100% that he's going to be grabbing and fetching the bumper. A few little taps to remind him to hold. Same with the rope. Those little tugs are hold, hold. Now, don't expect that these indoor lessons mean he's going to go out in a field and comply. You have to keep practicing and condition him for the responses that we're desiring. Practice, practice, practice. The sessions are short, but it doesn't mean you can't do several a day. You have to read your puppy. He's still doing well, but we need to wrap this session up. He's given us a lot of attention, and he's now ready to play his game soon. Sloppy hold, make him hold it a little better, and wrap it up. So on a day like today, he gets his house time and play time instead of a big walk, which he gets anyway. All right.